Welcome back, folks. We are talking about Operation Lone Star. It is quickly approaching, and right now we have Joanna Lozano and Leonel Vela Jr. here talking to us. So right now we're going to talk a little bit more about the services, and it's happening just in a couple days. I mean, just tomorrow it's going to be happening. So tell us a little bit about locations. Where can people go to Gisin?
Sure, this is actually the first time that we will be having 6 locations.
Wow,
it's
6.
always been 5. We added a new one. We continue growing and providing more services to the community every year because this is an annual event. And we will be in Brownsville, in La Feria, in San Juan, La Joya, in Rio Grande City, and in Laredo. So that is 4 counties that we will be covering this year.
That's going to be amazing. And so last year you said 5 locations, and this year it's 6. So how is it every year you guys have been growing exponentially, just bigger and bigger with the more help you get?
Yes, actually, well, let me give you some numbers. Last year we provided about 49,000 services to about 9,000 people.
Wow, that's amazing.
So it is
a lot of people
it
you're
continues
helping.
growing.
Yeah.
Definitely. And so tell us a little bit about what kind of services that are going to be. So what can people expect to see at these different locations?
Well, probably one of the things that people would want to know is that 2 of the sites we are providing dental services for adults, which is dental services are usually the most sought of service. And so at the site in Brownsville, Hanna High School, we will have those services available as well as far as San Juan Alamo High School. And that's very important for the community. Also at those 2 sites, we mentioned the idea that you were having eye screenings. Well, not only are they having eye screenings, but at the end of the screening, you will be able to select a frame, and they will actually cut a set of lenses for you and give them to you in about an hour and a half.
And that's all free of charge.
And
That
that's
is
all
all
free
free.
of charge.
That's amazing. So
Yes.
how is that able to happen? How does that work? I know it's the partnerships, I imagine. So what are
Yes.
some of the partners you all working with?
In this particular case, it's Remote Area Medical. It is an organization that's a worldwide organization. We partnered with them a few years ago, and they have continued to partner with us. And that brings the dental aspect into it, as well as the eyeglasses and the ability to provide that service with an actual set of eyeglasses. And again, we emphasize the idea that there are no eligibility requirements. If you show up, you get the services, okay? But for the dental, it's really important to get there very early because we only have a limited number of slots for those particular activities.
For dental services.
Yes.
Perfect. Now again, so qualifications. So who qualifies for these different services, and what would they need to bring with them if they're going to be going to one of the locations?
If it's for eyeglasses, actually in Brownsville, you would need to bring a prescription
Okay.
already with you. If it's in San Juan, you will get the prescription and the exam over there, as well as the glasses.
Okay.
Other than that, there's no requirements
For any of the other
for
services,
any
you
of
just
the
show
other
up
services.
and you say hi.
You can bring snacks.
Oh, good.
Water.
Yes,
Yeah.
snacks to share with everyone.
We, you know, the line's set up. We start at 8 o'clock, okay,
Okay.
every day, okay? So it's 8 to 4, Monday through Thursday, and 8 to 2 on Friday because we have to break down all the equipment, all
Right.
that. Okay, but once we open the doors, we bring them into an air-conditioned setting. Usually it's a gym.
Okay.
And that way, while they're waiting, you know, we'll have tables that are available. Not only are they receiving services, but they can receive information regarding connection to services, which is actually more important than the services we're giving them. Because if we find a condition, you know, then the question is, okay, then what do I do?
Continued care, right?
That's
exactly.
right. The continued care is so important, and we will have partners there that will be doing the continued care. The last station usually that we have in the sites is social services, and social services helps to make the connections with individuals that need more services after Operation Lone Star.
Oh, that's amazing. Now I know families can go together, but has there been any circumstances where a child, if they choose to go alone, maybe a teenager or a teenager takes their younger sibling, is that okay? And will they need to bring any documentation as far as like identification or any birth certificates or anything like that?
Well, our purpose is to save lives, so we do encourage families to be together. We've had this question in the past where people ask if we have child care, and we do not provide that because in the case of an actual emergency or disaster where we need to evacuate, we want the families to stick together. We do not want anybody to get lost and not be able to find their relatives. So yes.
Definitely. And so again, can we talk about what different services are available for these people? So dentists, vision, any physical?
We have sports physicals.
Okay.
We have hearing and vision screenings. We have blood pressure screenings. We have diabetic screenings and immunizations for children.
Awesome. And so this is for people, just anybody that wants to come, and they can go to any of the locations. So if somebody maybe lives in Brownsville and they don't have you said a prescription for their eyes, they could go to the San Juan location?
Yes. Yes, there are no restrictions as far as residency to any particular area. People are welcome to go to any site, and there is a little bit of variance on the services that are available by site. For example, in the Rio Grande City site, we will have dental screenings for school-age children.
Okay.
And they are preventive services, basically having to do with a general exam, and then they will apply a sealant to help with cavities, protection against cavities and things like that. So there is a difference, a little bit of a difference in what's available by site, but anyone is welcome to any of the sites.
That's great. And where can people get some more information? Is there a phone number that they can call?
Yes. A very easy phone number that is going to be shown on the screen.
Right there on the screen.
It's 211.
Perfect. And they can call, get more information about locations and services.
Yes.
And so this is going to be starting Monday, so this is great. And it's going to be going from Monday to Friday, 8 to 4, Monday through Thursday, and then Friday, 8 to 2.
Right.
Correct.
So again,
Amazing.
yeah, Monday, that's July the 24th through July the 28th.
Well, that's fantastic. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys for coming on
Sure. Thank
on the
you.
show
Thank
today.
you.
We appreciate it. It's going to be a great turnout. I expect it to be, those numbers going to be raised even higher this year.
Absolutely. Thank
Well,
you so much.
Thank you so much. Well, thanks for joining us on Inside the Valley. We hope to see you next week.